Okay, everybody. What is up? How are you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I want to talk about hip tightness, hip pain, because it's starting to become more and more focus for the clients I'm seeing, the questions I'm getting, and it's a structure. So I want to break it down to a couple different things. There's foundations in the body. There's your feet, your hips, and your shoulder girdle glide, the way that it moves. If one of those goes down, the whole system it starts to fall apart. You need to understand you are a system, not parts. If you're having hip pain, there's for many different reasons, and I'm going to break it down in this video, but you need to stop thinking it's one thing. There's many things that's happening in your world that's causing that. Your body is trying to talk to you. You have to learn that there's a dialogue that's actually happening. I'm going to tell you a couple different things that your body's doing. I'm going to show you one thing that you need to do to make it better. Number one, right? You need to understand your body has those three foundations, and one of them goes down. Structurally, everything will fall apart. Structurally, everything will fall apart based off of the fact that your shoulder girdles don't glide very well. That means things are going to move in the way that they're not supposed to move, which eventually deteriorates. Your hips are going to do something different. Your feet are going to do something different. But why does that physical structure go down? Because there's a mental draw on you, right? And the mental draw on you is based off of the fact that your hips carry your balance. And if you feel like you're out of balance and you're not planning things out, you're not seeing things, your hips are going to start to contract and hold on to things. It's all about you seeing a path, your forward possession, structure in your life. I work with pregnant women. When I work with pregnant women, oh my goodness, one of the things I really have to get them to focus on is, yeah, you're having a baby, but what does that baby look like? What does your life look like afterwards? Because all they do is focus on what's happening right now. Right now, I'm pregnant, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And what happens is your hips start to structurally start to close because it wants you to see a forward progression in life. So if I can't get you to focus on what it looks like afterwards, your birth is going to be really, really hard. And I'm seeing the same thing now. We are in a whole new world now. Things, if you don't have it planned what you're going to do afterwards, one of those structures are going to go down. Your hips. It's also about fear of moving forward in a decision. And what is fear? Fear is like you cannot see something, so you're fearful of it. It's something you will make up mentally, something that's not there. I don't know what life is going to be like. I don't know how I'm going to make money. I don't know how to do that. So your hips start to contract, other things fall apart. You have to see it's all things in one. And that's on the mental side. So structurally, if your hips fall apart, your shoulders are going to do something different, giving you pain in your shoulders, giving you neck pain, giving you feet pain, ankle pain, things like that. Then you're going to realize that there is something in that moving forward. There is something that's not keeping you very balanced. And then you go to a deeper area, which is your emotional part, which I'm reading from Tom Cole, right? Your hips is all about criticism, shame, trauma, as well as the ability to have fun. Now, this is a fun thing. I literally just got off of an interview just now with a doctor, and a doctor said, it's going to be really, really hard because doctors don't really like to say that they're wrong. They really are ashamed about what they've been doing is wrong, and it's not that case. They are doing a lot of things that's right, but if you show them something different than what they were doing, they perceive it as wrong. And they are ashamed to ask for help. They're ashamed to do that, so they don't. They just focus on what they keep on doing that's been working, and it's not really working as well as it can because they're not complete mind and body. And that's all of us. No one likes to admit that they're wrong, but you have to learn how to ask for help. Many people don't ask for help. So what happens is, because you're in this world of you can't ask for help, your body starts to constrict things. You start to feel fearful. You start to go into this place where you contract on yourself. Look at the world today. Look at anybody. I guarantee you're going to see, if they're running, they're going to be rolled forward, hiked up, because their body's naturally going to be doing. If they're aware, you're going to see them uber back, and they're going to be walking in this way because now they're trying to offset that. Back pain is going to be bad. Hip pain is going to be bad because their hip is trying to hold to complete balance. And if they're not balanced here and it's not in balance here, what's holding you together? Your hips, your back, all the things that's going to work. So all you have to do is understand there is a physical, there's a mental, and there's an emotional. If you don't take care of all those, your system will deteriorate, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. It just will. Now, how do you get back into this place of balance? You have to learn how to do that. And all you have to do is straighten your legs up, take a wide position with your legs, and sit on yourself. And we're not talking about in this deep squat. We're sitting on yourself where all you're doing is leaning back. So it's not forward. You see how my knees are going forward? It's actually back. So you're going to sit back on yourself where you feel, this is going to be gross, you feel your body spread. Whoop. That's how you know your hips now are starting to move on itself. Sit nice and straight, sit back, and all you're going to do is come to one side. It's almost like you're going to rotate a hip out, and you're going to feel the stretch on the inside joint. And then you're going to feel the stretch on the inside joint. And then come back into the middle, go forward, feel it open here. Back, feel it spread in the back, and then start to work circles where you can actually feel your hips start to move. Now, this is the structural world. Getting you to do this really, really slow. Feeling that open feeling. Feeling all that is what you need. If you do not plan what's going to happen in the future, it's also it's going to feel great. Like I guarantee you, 100%, if you slow down and do this right, you will feel better in your hips. But it will come back. Why? Because you didn't see what your body's trying to tell you. And if you don't get rid of the shame, if you don't get rid of the shame of asking for help, the shame of not knowing, and it's okay not to know, because now you haven't looked at it. It's almost like common sense. If you cannot do something all the time, it's not common to you. So it's not common sense for you to ask for help. You're just going to keep on doing what you're doing. We have to get you to a place where you understand you don't know what you don't know. Now it's a matter of how do we get there? Then you have to do it slowly enough where you can retain it and implement it in your everyday life. Doing that one exercise gets your hips to start opening. Doing the exercise of learning how to write out what you're thinking about, what you want. Another exercise in getting you to feel yourself and feel what's happening within yourself and saying, where am I being very hypercritical about myself? Where am I being ashamed about asking for help? Those are the things that you need to go and clear up, or else your pain will come back. Your tightness will come back, because that's what it's trying to talk to you about. That's what it's trying to say. Till next time, guys. Peace.